Did you know that your CV could be even costing you interviews without even realizing it? In this video, I'll be showing you the common CV mistakes that could be stopping you from getting job interviews. If you make any of these mistakes, you will not be invited to an interview. So please make sure you write them down and I will teach you how to exactly avoid them. If you are new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe for more CVs, interviews, and career tips. So now let's get straight into the video. The CV mistake number one that could be stopping you from getting a job interview is essentially using a generic CV for every job application. This is a very common mistake that people tend to make. For example, many candidates create one CV and use it to apply to many different jobs. So if you do the same mistake, there is a high probability that you will not pass the first stage of screening and therefore will not be invited to an interview. So please don't do the same mistake. For your next application, this is what I want you to do. I want you to tailor your CV by reading the job description carefully and include keywords from the job posting in your CV. For example, if they are looking for someone with strong analytical skills and communication skills, then these are the skills that you need to include in your CV. Also, I want you to highlight the relevant experience and achievement that essentially match the job description. So please make sure that you are not using the same CV to apply everywhere. It is very important that you tailor your CV and you will significantly see improvement in your job applications. The mistake number two to avoid when writing a CV is having a spelling and grammatical mistakes. When a recruiter or hiring manager receives a CV full of mistakes, it immediately creates a bad first impression. It may make them question your attention to detail and how seriously you have taken the job application. So before you send your next application, I want you to do the following. Firstly, I want you to proofread your CV twice. Something that's really helped me when I was applying back then was to print out my CV and have a physical copy. This way it was easier to spot or to figure out the small mistake that I wouldn't be able to do by using a laptop. Secondly, I want you to ask a friend or family to review your CV. It is always better to have a second opinion and be sure that all is good before submitting. Finally, I would like you to take advantage of the AI tools such as ChatGPT and Grammarly for spelling checks. So please make sure that there are no spelling or grammatical mistakes in your CV, and you will see that recruiters will start reaching out to you for interviews. The mistake number three that could be stopping you from getting a job interview is essentially not making your CV ATS friendly. Nowadays, many companies use the applicant tracking system to quickly assess all the CVs they receive. They do this to make sure that the CVs they receive actually match the job description. So, when writing your next CV, I want you to do the following changes or to make the following changes in order to make your CV ATS friendly and stand out. Firstly, I want you to use keywords and phrases from the job description and include them in your CV. By using keywords, this is a great way to stand out and actually pass the application tracking system. Secondly, I would like you to use simple fonts such as Arial, Calibri, and also be consistent throughout the process of writing your CV. Finally, use clear headings such as education, experience, and skills. So, if you avoid all of these mistakes, you are literally one step closer to securing your next job interview. The final CV mistake that could be stopping you from getting a job interview is including irrelevant information. When writing a CV, it is better to be concise and only include the relevant information. Recruiters and employers do not care about all of your experiences. They are interested in those experiences and skills that match the job description and show that you can do the job. One way to include the relevant information in your CV is by including experiences and skills that add value. If you are at the early stage of your career, for example, a student, one way to stand out is by using extracurricular activities that demonstrate that you can do the job. Finally, make sure that you tailor your application based on the job description. So, just to summarize, I really hope that you learned a lot today by watching this video. And I hope that you have taken a lot of notes of some of the key CV mistakes that we tend to make when writing a CV or before submitting a job application. So before leaving this video, I want you to start thinking differently. And when writing your next application, I want you to consider the following tips. Firstly, always tailor your CV to the job description. Secondly, always proofread your CV before submitting. Even if it's necessary, print it out and ask a friend to check it for you. Thirdly, make your CV ATS friendly. And you can do this by using keywords and phrases from the job description. And finally, use relevant experience and achievement that actually add value to the application. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you found the video very useful. If you do, please make sure you give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more career tips. And let me know in the comments which of these mistakes surprised you the most. I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.